This new moon, between October the 24th and November the 21st, is known in some quarters as freeze-up moon. At this Scorpio new moon, you may find that you begin to feel passionate about things that are important or matter to you. An ideal time if you are following the moon cycle with regards your goals, desires, interests, especially after the balancing new moon we had in Libra last month. This month we can put our focus perhaps in one particular area that we want to work on. It could be letting go of an addiction or a focus on a habit that we want to change. Could be having the motivation to start or commit to a new diet or a new exercise regime. This can also be supported by Scorpio energy of research and investigation. You will find that at this time you will be drawn to reflecting, tapping into your knowledge, your understanding, even your past mistakes around particular areas that you want to work on, areas around your goals, your dreams, and find that through your desire to look deeper at the cause, deeper perhaps to the problems, you will discover, perhaps even find solutions at this time that can help you succeed in all those important matters that you are seeking to perhaps change, let go, or develop and nurture and grow. So perhaps this is the time to ask, seek, and find the truth. If you are Scorpio and listening to this and think, but I have been betrayed, I have been let down, and I can't let go and just move on from those deep set feelings and emotions, I would say, yes, you can. Use your intensely deep, inner, strong energy to actually turn it around and be free of anything you wish to release that may be holding you back. Simply begin with the intention, and you may find your inner feelings will start to melt, ready for you to release when you are ready. So you can see a time of intensity will be this new moon. The energy of the new moon in Scorpio creates a need to delve deep into not just our own feelings and emotions, but those of others too. We may find a calling and a desire for personal transformation at this time. And this is because the truth begins to reveal itself regarding how our feelings and emotions have shaped our reality. If you feel or experience this, be assured the time is right when you submit to the energies around you. If it is your desire to develop a certain aspect of your personality, or perhaps simply understand some aspect of the emotional self, we will find the Scorpio energy forces us to dig deep into a realization and also an understanding of how things truly are, all connected. And, of course, the ability to create the reality for ourselves will become so much clearer. Now, at this time, we may also feel a strong need for more meaningful emotional relationships. Scorpio is all about emotions, digging deep, strong connections. It's also the perfect energy for manifesting. In doing so, this can in turn lead to a greater understanding of ourselves and others. This can also reveal hidden secrets of our own true nature, which we may have kept hidden from ourselves as well as others. This is a time to let the leaves fall away and allow new ways of thinking, feeling and being. All will start to stir up within us. And remember, how else can all this new understanding rise to the surface in order to allow the space for personal transformation to take place? Autumn teaches us that endings or release is not final, just part of a natural progression, and always brings something new and better for us. Can you truly say you are the same person you was last week, last month, 3 years ago? Of course not. Change is a natural progression, yet so often feared. Now, it will seem easier at this time, as we are in autumn, than perhaps it would have been in spring or summer, when we are more active socially and generally busier and out and about. So yes, this is a time for slowing down. It is also a time of harvest, preparing for the coming winter seasons. If we accept the natural process, the natural cycles we all go through, and so necessary to connect, especially for manifesting, and we can find ourselves not only more in control of our lives, regardless to the circumstances around us, but also living in a more manageable way. You could take time around this new moon, around this phase of autumn. We see that this is the second month in autumn. So we're in the centre, the heart of it. Take time to connect with those energies of releasing and letting go. The leaves that fall and nurture the earth. Then we see the seeds turn into buds in spring. It's all a natural progression. Take time to connect with this natural process and the natural cycles we all go through. Sit and just simply be. Study and observe nature around you, the natural cycles, as it can be so apparent in autumn. Connect with her energy. Ask for her wisdom to guide you on your chosen path. Her energy is of transformation and of letting go. Releasing everything that that no longer serves us. Connect with her energy of releasing, which is preparing for the new. So we will find at this new moon that the Scorpio energy brings us a more focused, even intense mindset, which is an ideal place to be helping us to create what we seek. We can then plant our seeds of intention. As we journey around the medicine wheel, or the wheel of life, we can now find ourselves in the second month of autumn. We're in the middle of autumn, and the energy at this time can make us feel more grounded and settled. Simply stop for a moment and be still. Take some deep breaths and feel the energies right now. Let them ground you. Last month was the transition of summer into spring, where we find ourselves slowing down and finding balance. Now we are becoming more settled, and the energies at this time can take us deeper into looking within and contemplating where we are in our lives right now. Looking at what is important and perhaps what isn't, or what no longer serves us. It is so easy to grow out of something, perhaps not realise we have done, or we just simply find it easier to stay put, when really change is a natural process and can be a beautiful experience, bringing fresh new opportunities and experiences, and should never be feared. How else can we grow? Autumn helps us to slow down and evaluate where we are on our life path. This is a time of stillness. Try to take time out whenever you can and rebalance. You will gain strength from knowing yourself. And how else can you go within unless we slow down and take time out to simply be still? We know how stressing and over worrying about things, or simply living in the fast lane, can seriously compromise our immune system So to me, this stage of autumn reminds me to slow down and relax, especially if the summer brought excess high energy, such as overdoing stuff or more demands, such as being on holiday or being out more with friends, or generally just out and about, and perhaps children off school and family outings. We generally are more active when the sun's high energy. So you too can use the changing of the seasons to bring balance into your life. In this way, I find we can find the strength we need to work through the challenges in a more manageable way. I hope what I have just talked about makes some sense. You can listen to this video again, perhaps take notes. But first, let's look at the other energies at this time. The period of October the 24th to November the 21st is known as freeze-up moon. And if you are born in this time period, it would make you Scorpio. But we can all, regardless of our zodiac sign, tap into these additional energies from each totem that I'm going to talk about. The animal totem, snakes. Snakes are symbols of transformation, renewal, and rebirth. This could be because they shed their skin several times a year, and this is to grow. In addition, snakes can create a continuous circle with their bodies, as well as a spiral. For this reason, snakes are also symbols of eternity, meaning there is no beginning and no end, only change. Snakes can also survive on both land and also in the water. For this reason, snakes have long been associated with the ability for the mind to transcend from the conscious to the subconscious and back. This could be because the conscious mind, the here and now, has been associated with land or earth, while the subconscious has always been associated with water. So the snake spirit animal is an excellent energy to tap into, or an excellent symbol to represent any area of your life that you would like to better understand on a subconscious level. This may include your own mental or physical health, a relationship, could be a business or a career. You could also look at your hopes, your goals and wishes, and what perhaps needs evaluating at this time. The plant totem is thistle. The mineral is copper. Colour is orange. Spirit keeper is bear. I talked about bear medicine in last video when we looked at the first month in autumn and how bear is resilient to change and how bear retreats, hibernates, preparing to come back rejuvenated. On the medicine wheel, the power direction is west. The element is water. The elemental clan is frog. You can try to bring some of these elements into your life. You could meditate, focusing on some of these elements. You could perhaps focus on what has been said about snake, and you too shed your skin, go through transformation. In the tarot, Scorpio is represented by the Death card. And the Death card is about transformation. And in a moment we shall be looking at the Death card. You could perhaps wear copper or the colour orange. You could call on bear spirit for strength and courage to help you through change. And because the element is water, you could meditate and pay attention to maintaining balance. If you meditate, you may wish to meditate in the west or facing the west. Experiment. Take time. Start a journal where you can make entries of what you discover and what you experience. Have fun with this. The Death card in the tarot corresponds with Scorpio. Let what follows help you at this new moon. The Death card simply confirms life is a cycle and nothing lasts forever. Change is inevitable And there is no real death, but a rebirth. A time to clear away the old and bring out the new. Death is part of life's journey, and this card represents transformation of the self, not a physical death, but a letting go of some part of yourself you no longer wish to own or identify with. Life is a cycle of letting go, new beginnings, and growth. So the cycle of life continues. But this time, you could do things differently. The Death card is like the new life of spring. It is the end of one chapter and the start of a new. It is the card of personal transformation. I like the Death card as it tells us we are changing. We are developing. We are growing. I think for myself, the worst thing would be to get stuck and not change. Sometimes the appearance of the Death card is at a time that we may have felt stagnant or stuck. So it is reassuring that we are progressing and becoming open to new opportunities and to change. This card not only indicates major changes in your life, but also that there is nothing to fear. Try to look at it in the way that everything is in constant change. And when something has served its purpose, we understand it's time to move on to the next chapter with hope and faith in the future. Each of the major cards can be used to make changes in our lives. They are archetypes of people or situations, providing an excellent point of focus for the changes we seek to attract, or perhaps what we may wish to dispel or banish from our lives. The Death card is ideal to work with when you know change is necessary, yet difficult to come to terms with. You know the end is coming, yet there is nothing to fear, as the end is actually the beginning. Sometimes this can be difficult, so for this exercise we ask ourselves, what has brought us to this situation? And why is the situation changing? It could be a job, a relationship, career. It could just about be anything. We can't stay stuck or stagnant. It is change that helps us to grow and prosper. So for this exercise, meditate on the following questions. What is keeping me stuck and not allowing myself to let go? What can I learn from this attachment? Take time to find the answers and to understand your situation, because the answers to these questions should lead you to a better understanding of what much better and wonderful things can await you. But remember, pride must not stand in our way. There needs to be a willingness to adapt and change.